She took off her coat and dipped into the milk. And all the bathwater she used up was spilled outside the city, and the commoners went crazy with containers of it. She had a magical power to mesmerize all the people, and the king couldn't help but marry her when he saw how beautiful she was. On the night of their wedding, she bewitched the king and stabbed him in the chest with a knife. Then she opened the gates and let the rebels in, and soon the city was overrun and she was the new ruler. She ordered her men to kill everyone in the castle except the little princess. It wasn't because she was kind, but because she wanted to rejuvenate the princess by raising her and eating her heart. Soon after the princess came of age, the mirror reminded the queen that it was time to strike, so she had her brother bring her here. He coveted her beauty and wanted to have a good time before he died, but he didn't realize that the princess had hidden a nail, and when he approached, he scratched the corner of her eye, locking her in place while he ran for his life. He was guided by a magpie into the sewers. On a beach, she met a white horse waiting for her. There was no prince, but the white horse took her at a gallop, and soon she escaped into a forest, but then the white horse stepped into a swamp, and the princess was startled and fell as her pursuers approached. The princess had no choice but to leave her horse behind and run for her life. She stumbled into a dry forest and was surrounded by horrible screams. She was so frightened that she ran, but she didn't pay attention to her feet and fell to the ground. There were dead animals in front of her, and she refused to stop for a moment. But then a few dark shadows appeared around her, and the branches of the trees turned into vines. Suddenly, a bat monster appeared and slapped her to the ground, and she lost consciousness and fell into a coma in the forest. The queen became furious when she realized the princess had escaped. The Black Forest would block her magic, and she had to find someone who knew it well. A drunken hunter was the perfect choice. He had gone into the Black Forest alone and returned alive. The queen had him pinned to the ground and threatened his late wife, ordering him to find the princess and bring her back to life. The hunter led a team deep into the forest and followed the footprints on the ground to find the princess. The queen's men suddenly changed their mind and executed them on the spot. The hunter fought back, taking out a few soldiers and kicking Finn into the miasma. He finds the escaped princess and prepares to take her out of the forest. Just as they were about to cross the stone bridge, they saw bones all over the ground. The sound of their footsteps woke up the monster behind them,